Never had a mentor, only one Scarface. I met her at a club, she twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, old clubs selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Saquon Barkley. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here in Vegas. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Ridder now on second down. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ridder throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And here comes Berrios. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. A first down carry for Barkley.
He's got it to the 43 here. You look at this Raiders defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Buying time to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Up the middle with Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Lance.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Cooper Kupp
halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ritter.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long. One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And Lance now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Lance. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Down the right sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Come on, guys, play together.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in his first half. On play action, here's Ritter.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Ritter will set up to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Barkley, inside handoff.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
The Lance going to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Here's Lance. He'll find Metcalf.
And end touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Ritter. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He may go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point try now for Moody. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes,
right on the heels of the pick 6, another ball intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that. All the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. George Kittle from 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd and long. Here's Corral. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on 17-yard line. Go, take it to the house. Get to the crib, baby.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
This one out quickly to Watkins. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. The first down throw here for Corral. Finds Gibbs on a check down. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action. Here's Corral.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Corral to throw on 2nd down.
That's complete right side to Lazard.
And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Gibbs not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Corral looking to throw it.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Byron Young
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the gun, Corral.
And this is caught by Watkins
for a Las Vegas touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Corral throwing for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, Lance. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Here's a give to Barkley.
Shifts by him.
103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
They'll go to Barkley again. Nice little juke. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Moody for the PAT.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear
who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Corral looking to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Corral with it on first down.
He'll get this to Lazard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Corral. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Corral now on second down. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Off the option, here's Gibbs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. He's got it at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now Lance wants to change him up. A first down carry for Barkley. Big Derek Brown making the stop. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. One final play for Corral. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
My days thinking if I were the ground. Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I pick up my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I'm picking the slack now. The glitters ain't gold, look around where we roam through. In the land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quicker sand was engulfing, but intact with my soul. But dispatch, I'm evolving, searching for solitude. But most fold, I'm comic composed. Stop the politicking with no, they voters is frauds. I'm off the hit with the 50s, I can't be product and system. I pray to God, no, we listen. Most of my favorite